I'm not exaggerating. A Palestinian child is killed every 15 minutes.
Palestinian kid is killed every 15 minutes. That's 4 kids an hour. That's 96 kids a day. That's 4,700 kids in the last 37 days. Israeli forces have killed twice as many kids in the last month than the total number of Palestinian kids killed in the West Bank and Gaza since 1967. Regardless of where you stand, are you okay with this? I'm in the US and I don't know how we're continuing to function as a society. I'm just seeing people shopping and hanging out and watching football and sending emails. Sending emails? While this is going on? I deliberately chose not to share my opinion as there were so many opinions already being shared. And it was just like, who needs another one? And I focused more on just highlighting other people that were literally on the ground or doing the real work to actually tell what stories were not being told, especially from the standpoint of people living in Gaza. But now what many of us have feared is happening. There is now no electricity. There's no food. There's no water. 7 babies just died in the neonatal ward because there was no electricity. People are dying after surgery because there's no blood left for transfusions. And there are now stories of people dying of dehydration and starvation. And all of this is preventable. How could us as human beings be okay with this? And I realize there's a certain level of hypocrisy I'm coming from as I'm filming this on a phone that has cobalt in it that has caused another genocide that's happening in the Congo. So not only have my tax dollars contributed to genocide, but also whatever I've purchased. So I don't know what to do. As I continue to highlight people's voices and call my congressman and protest however I can, but it just doesn't seem like enough. I'm just floored that we're just letting kids die. I read that the average age of a Palestinian killed in Gaza is 5. 5 years of age. How could anyone blame them for this? How could you condemn a 5-year-old? What have they done? There's now a term in hospitals in Gaza called WCNSF, Wounded Child No Surviving Family. It's so common, they had to make a term for it. How are we okay with this? Now I have to go back and send emails and do talks and do work. And it all seems so pointless. When kids are dying. When kids are dying. Kids are dying. How can we be okay with that? Someone please explain this to me. The least we can do is ask for a ceasefire. The least. We really have to ask ourselves, what kind of society are we? Where we're okay with kids dying while we go about our regular day. Is that who we want to be?